First at 4, breaking news from President Biden, his vaccination plea, who he blames for misinformation, and new steps to fight the COVID surge. And here's Paul.
I'll tell you, Karen, after some morning sunshine, the clouds moved in as expected, and we have the second cold front in 24 hours now getting ready to cross the area. But it's the weather at the end of the week we need to keep an eye on. We'll talk about that straight ahead.
From finding a leak in this home to now getting a brand new roof for free. I'll explain why this roofing company has all hands on deck to get this Ypsilanti homeowner a new roof.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, our breaking news comes from President Biden as he outlines new steps to fight COVID-19 just hours after Michigan's governor did the same. The state and the country are at a critical time as millions of Americans prepare to gather for the Christmas holiday. The CDC estimates the fast-spreading Omicron variant now accounts for 73% of new cases. And we've seen the first death from the variant in Texas. That victim was unvaccinated with underlying health conditions. Michigan hospitals continue to be overwhelmed. Now, with all of that in mind, the president and Governor Whitmer chose to speak out today, both urging more vaccinations, more booster shots, and the president calling it your patriotic duty. Jason Colthorpe in the newsroom tracking both stories for us. Jason, the president is getting aggressive when it comes to testing.
Yeah, even more so than in the past, Karen. The president is planning to send 500 million free rapid COVID tests to Americans who request them. Stand by for more on that. First, President Biden again put the full court press on unvaccinated Americans to get their shots.
The unvaccinated are responsible for their own choices. But those choices have been fueled by dangerous misinformation on cable TV and social media. You know, these companies and personalities are making money by peddling lies and allowing misinformation that can kill their own customers and their own supporters. It's wrong. It's immoral. I call on the purveyors of these lies and misinformation to stop it. Stop it now.
The president then pivoted to those new plans, including the government's purchase of 500 million COVID tests to be shipped to Americans starting in January. People will use a new website to order their tests, which will be sent through the U.S. Postal Service at no charge. Many Americans have complained the tests are expensive and hard to find, while other countries are making them readily available for free. He'll also use the Defense Production Act to help manufacture more tests and will add more testing sites. The president also plans to send 1,000 military troops to 6 states, including Michigan, to help with overwhelmed hospitals. Meantime, Governor Whitmer wants 1 million more Michiganders to get their booster shots by January 31st. She says it's easy, and her health director says this.
Well, vaccination is a choice being made at the individual level. When it comes to vaccine decisions and a highly transmissible, potentially deadly virus, one person's decision has the potential to directly impact everyone around them, including and especially family members, loved ones with underlying conditions, and kids who are too young to receive the COVID-19 vaccine.
You've already taken action to protect yourself by getting 2 doses of the vaccine. Please get your booster. 15 minutes of your day can help keep you out of the hospital and keep you safe.
We will continue to dig into the governor's plans and sort through what the president had to say when we join you for Local 4 News at 5. And Karen will also post a link to the website for those free tests at clickondetroit.com. As soon as that information is available, we know everybody is going to be anxious to see that. Back to you. All
right, we appreciate it. See you at 5, Jason. 2 of the biggest hospital systems in Metro Detroit offered their pre-holiday assessment of where things stand during this ongoing surge. Local 4's Dr. Frank McGeorge is tracking that part of the story.
According to both Henry Ford and Beaumont, things are still really rough in hospitals across Metro Detroit. The Henry Ford Health System reported that although there are slightly fewer admitted COVID patients across the system today, emergency departments across the Detroit area are experiencing an average 3-hour wait for non-emergency conditions. Now, there is also a significant concern as breakthrough cases are occurring more frequently in hospital employees, sidelining critical staff. I'll have more coming up at 5.
All right, thank you, Doc. We've got some breaking news just in from the Flint area where there has been an officer-involved shooting. This is video of what happened in Burton. State Police, Burton Police, and the Genesee County Sheriff's Office are all on the scene. We are awaiting an update from the sheriff. We'll bring you the latest developments both on air and on clickondetroit.com. Again, an officer-involved shooting in Burton. Breaking right now, a state court of appeals has overturned the conviction of former MSU gymnastics coach Kathy Klages. She was convicted back in 2020 of lying to police in the investigation into sexual abuse claims against former sports doctor Larry Nassar. The court says there is insufficient evidence that she lied to police about her knowledge of the abuse. She was sentenced to 18 months probation, but that ended early because of good behavior. A bus driver for Utica Community Schools is formally charged in a drunk driving crash. 48-year-old Nicole Dillard sat with her hand over her face during today's arraignment. Prosecutors say Dillard crashed the bus last Tuesday on Hall Road near Shaner in Sterling Heights. We're told about 40 to 50 high school students were on board, several needing medical attention. Police say a breath test showed Dillard's blood alcohol level was over the legal limit. She is charged with driving under the influence. On this first day of winter, we are watching some snow to the north, and some of you might see a few flakes around. Let's check in with Paul Gross. Is this anything to be concerned about, or is it just pretty stuff there, Paul?
It might not even be enough to be pretty stuff. We just might be a couple of flurries this evening, and that's it. But you can see the cloud cover. It is really... that's not a pretty shot. And temperatures, though, are reasonably mild compared to average. We're right around average, actually. We have temperatures in the mid-30s across the board here. The wind is not too strong from either the south or the south-southwest. So as Karen was mentioning, we're watching some snowflakes to the north. Yes, they are getting snow up there. That's real snow. But for us, this is the second day in a row we have a cold front coming through, and virtually all of this is going to stay to our north. Can't rule out a flurry or a very light snow shower tonight. Not a big deal. Temperatures with the cloud cover just kind of slowly falling into the low 30s by the end of the evening, by midnight. All right, we have the Christmas forecast to talk about. That's changing, and possibly some accumulating snow on Thursday. We have to break that all down for you. Do that in just a few, Karen.
All right, thank you, Paul. Jurors continue deliberating in the trial of former Minnesota police officer Kim Potter. She shot and killed Daunte Wright, but claims she meant to use her taser and then accidentally grabbed her gun. The jury went back to work at 9 a.m. this morning after about 5 hours of deliberating on Monday. Potter is facing charges of first and second-degree manslaughter. Following that closely for you. Jurors in the Ghislaine Maxwell trial have asked for transcripts of the testimony given by women who accused the socialite of grooming them for sexual abuse. Maxwell faces sex trafficking charges, accused of helping the late Jeffrey Epstein abuse underage girls. Maxwell did not testify during her trial. Jurors got that case just before 5 o'clock yesterday. We're following this closely as well. We'll keep you posted if they do get a verdict in either trial. Right now, let's take a break to focus on some pre-holiday giving that should warm your heart. A local single mother found herself facing an expensive home repair in the middle of the holiday season. Local 4's Kim DeGiulio shows us how Christmas arrived early thanks to some generous benefactors.
A few months ago, Ashley Reyes found out that she needed a new roof for her home, but she had no idea how she would pay for it. She also had no idea that she wouldn't need to find the money because every single person here wants Ashley to have this new roof for free. When Ashley Reyes got a quote for a new roof, it was overwhelming to say the least.
$10,000. I think I did just the one, and I was kind of like, oh, okay.
But it was her mom that told her there were options out there that could help.
My mother actually just was telling me to see what kind of resources there were, and I happened to call Habitat for Humanity, and they were able to help me find a program.
A program that helps veterans with home repairs.
Last week I found out that I got approved and they were going to help me.
Well, I came over and met with her, and she's a single mom. She has 2 kids, and she was sort of overwhelmed with how to figure out how to get this done.
Ashley served in the Navy from 2010 to 2014.
I was an aviation ordnanceman. I dealt with the weapons.
An experience she calls
Life-changing, and made me a stronger person, a better person. I learned so much from being in the service.
And it's because of the time she served that Habitat for Humanity was able to connect her with Roof One and Owens Corning, who are replacing her roof at no charge.
Yeah, they supply the materials to do the roof. We supply the labor to do the roof.
They have this huge crew of people out here on a kind of cold day, taking it right down to the bare bones, replacing any of the wood that's damaged.
I grew up as part of a military brat family, so I know what they go through. So I've lived that life.
My children are thankful. This is just very overwhelming and just the nicest thing I could imagine.
The moral of this story is if you're a veteran and you need help with something, ask around. There are great resources like Habitat for Humanity that can and are willing to help our veterans. In Ypsilanti, I'm Kim DeGiulio, Local 4.
Last year, Habitat for Humanity replaced 19 roofs and completed close to 200 home repairs for veterans and others in need of assistance.